Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel Food Tech Online. So in today's video we are going to see that what all things are coming in the GATE Life Sciences examination. So the GATE Life Sciences examination of the 2025 is in the month of Feb. So in the first week of Feb the exam will be conducted, the dates are out and all the application process has been almost completed till now. So today we are going to see that what all things come under the life sciences sections of the GATE examination, what is the syllabus and what is the pattern of examination and how the examination is being conducted, and what all things or what all topics have been asked in the Excel section of the GATE examination. We will be seeing that. So let's begin with our video. So the first thing we are going to see that what is the marks distribution of the paper for the GATE Excel examination. So GATE Excel examination means the life sciences section of the GATE examination. So in this examination the paper code is shown in the next slide only. So first we will be understanding this, what are the codes and what are these codes denotes the which section of the examination and what all sections are compulsory, what all sections are optional. So let's see. The first subject which comes for 25 marks in the life sciences section is the chemistry. So in the chemistry section, the Excel part of the Excel P, for chemistry the code is Excel P, and it is a compulsory section which we have to attempt, and there are 25 compulsory question that we have to attempt. Sorry, not 25 question, it is for 25 marks. So the question pattern will be 1 or 2 marks questions will be there, and there will be negative marking depending upon the type of question. If it is a multiple select question, there will be a negative marking. If it is a multiple choice question, there will be negative marking. And if the question is a numerical answer type, where in the box there is something like a numerical, and you have to mention the number in the box, and if the answer goes wrong, there will be no negative markings. Such things will be covered in the separate video, but today we are going to see that what is the syllabus and what is the pattern of examination. Afterwards there are two optional subjects, means the compulsory subject is 25 marks for is Excel section P, which is known as chemistry, which comes for 25 marks, and other two sections which we have to attempt will be optional subjects which will be coming for 30 marks each. So as we all know, for if it is a GATE examination, you have to attempt the GATE examination, then you have to attempt the general aptitude section of 15 marks. In the Excel section the general aptitude comes for 15 marks, and two optional subject you have to attempt, which with each subject having 30 marks, and which will be equal to 60 marks, and total of this all four subjects means 15 marks for general aptitude, and 25 marks for chemistry, and 60 marks of two optional subject of the subjects that are given in the further slides will constitute a total marks of 100 marks. And afterwards, out of this 100 marks, your GATE score will be calculated based on your how much accurately you have attempted the questions. So now we will be seeing what are the optional subjects that you can attempt. So out of this I think there are 5 subjects you have to attempt any two, means I am writing here attempt any two, means you have to depending upon your interest and your I can say that what is your qualification, what are your strengths, based on it, or which college you are targeting, which college accepts the scores of Excel in which of the particular subject, that you have to see and attempt any two subjects from these 5 subjects. So as we know that our channel is a food technology based channel, so with food technology a lot of students go for the biochemistry or microbiology. Maximum times the students try to attempt the questions from these 3 sections only, but there are lot of chances that these 2 sections will be comparatively more easier, or you have more knowledge about that subject, so you can attempt any of the subjects based on any 2 subjects from based on this 5 subject combination. So This total examination is for 100 marks, 25 marks chemistry, which is the code is XLP, biochemistry is XLQ, botany is XLR, microbiology is XLS, and zoology is XLT, and after that food technology XLU, and after that 15 marks for general aptitude. Okay, so let's begin with our topic that we are going to discuss is that what is the detailed explanation of the syllabus, what all things will be there in the GATE examination, what all topics will be asked. So first let me begin with the general aptitude. So general aptitude is the most, I think, is the scoring part of the GATE examination, because there will be a lot of syllabus is there. If you are thinking that it is a lot of syllabus, not, it depends only on your practice, how much questions you practice, and how recurring questions recurring or repeating questions are you are able to point out from the previous year questions. So I think it's the most scoring part of the examination, where you can get a good score, because out of 15 marks I have seen that maximum of the students 8 to 12 marks are easily scoreable, because the questions are based on that. Like for first topic only, the verbal aptitude, basic English grammar, which consists of all these things: preposition, conjunction, verb, noun, agreement, and parts of speech. After that, basic vocabulary, and after that, reading and comprehension and narrative sequencing. These things come under verbal aptitude. After that, the main part where the questions will be asked in the large number, which is the data interpretation and data graphs. From this part, there will be minimum one question. There is a chance of one question you can get. After that, in the percentage and exponent and logarithms, you can get one question. And in permutation and combination topic, there is a lot of chance that there will be a question. And after that, I think that this logic, means deduction, induction, analogy, numerical relations, and reasoning, there will be less chances that from this topic there will be questions, because in this analytical aptitude I have seen very less questions that are coming. In past 3 to 4 years, only one question has come. Then there comes the most IMP questions, most IMP sections, I think, because I have seen a lot of questions from that section. It is the transformation of shape, translation, rotation, scaling, mirroring, assembling, grouping, paper folding. Then there comes the most important and the most compulsory subject, which is been included in the life sciences part, is the chemistry portion, in which you will be getting the total number of marks that will be allotted to this sections is 25 marks, and it is a compulsory section for all Excel candidates. Okay, so the portion starts with the atomic structure and periodicity. In these sections, we will be seeing the various models of atom and what all things are, what all innovations, I think innovations, not what all discoveries and what all theories and what all hypotheses have been proposed to define an atom and their molecular arrangement at various macroscopic and microscopic level, and what all rules that govern these theories. Afterwards, there is the part which is known as structure and bonding. In structure and bonding, we will see how two atoms or two molecules interact with each other, and what all theories that govern these things, means how the molecules are formed, how the molecules makes bonds, and what all theories like molecular orbitals or valence bond approaches for diatomic molecules, VSE pair theory, and hybridization, resonance, dipole moment, what are things they are there in the structure and bonding of atoms and molecules. After that, the main section is that SPD block elements. Here comes the periodic table. In this periodic table elements, there is the individual. We are going to see that how the various elements that are present in out of, I think not there. It is true that in the periodic table we have distributed the periodic table based on how the outer shell electron of the particular atom is present in which of the energy level, in which of the shell of the energy level it is present. If the outer electron is present in the S shell of the outer, then it is designated as the SS block elements. If the last electron enters into the D block, then it is called as D block elements, and afterwards there is P block and also D and F block F block, which includes the lanthanoids and actinoids. So in this we will be seeing that the various oxides, halides, and after that alkali and alkaline earth metals denotes that are these are our I think these are our S block elements, and after there comes our D block elements and P block elements, and after that characteristics of 3D elements. Coordination compounds. Coordination compounds includes the various rules which are being given to that ligand and how the complexes are formed, what is the procedure for nomenclature of the coordination compound, and the most important, the crystal field theory and various magnetic properties and isomerism of the coordination compounds. There comes the chemical equilibria or the physical chemistry, in which we will be seeing the various the theories related to osmotic pressure and the colligative properties. The 4 colligative properties I can list it here is that elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, relative lowering in vapor pressure, and the osmotic pressure theory. This comes under the colligative properties. And after that, the most highlighted and most important topics from where the numericals will be there, it is ionic equilibria, and after this solubility product, common ion effects, and after there comes the most important questions that will be asked from this section is the electrochemistry, in which we will be defining the conductance, Kohlraasch law, cell potential, we will be seeing electromotive force, Nernst equation, thermodynamic aspects and their application. After there comes the reaction kinetics. In reaction kinetics, we will be seeing the one-word questions, MCQ questions, and there will be very much chances that you have to derive the various equations and tell the unit of the various rate constants. And after there comes the various theories, that is activation energy theory, Arrhenius concepts are there in this. After that, zero, first and second order kinetics we have to study. Then elementary enzyme reaction are very important, because we already know that as a life sciences student or life sciences aspirant, we already know that all the enzymatic reactions are dependent on the molecular things that are happening inside between the various chemicals. After that, the reversible and irreversible inhibition of enzymes. After that, the important topic which will be having a large contribution in this 25 marks is the thermodynamics, in which there will be state function, path function. It is very common. Intensive, extensive properties, first law of thermodynamics, reversible and irreversible processes, the theory which is in the techniques or how to calculate the ionization energy or ionization enthalpy of the various reactions that are happening. And after that, we have to learn about second law of thermodynamics, and also how to determine the Gibbs free energy and how to determine the entropy. Then we have to learn and determine the Gibbs free energy using Gibbs-Helmholtz equation and various free energy concepts that are related to equilibrium constant. Afterwards, there is the topic of structure and reactivity correlations and organic reaction mechanism. So this topic is from the organic chemistry only. So in this topic, in this organic chemistry, we will be learning about the various fundamental rules about fundamental rules on the reaction mechanisms, and how does carbon and its atoms related species carbon and related species, not the carbon react through various rules that determine the reactivity of carbon and its various derivatives like alkane, alkene, alkynes, and what all relative mechanisms, how they follow, what is electrophile, nucleophile, nucleophilic reaction, electrophilic reaction, how does the carbon atom forms the aromatic ring. So the next section, which is the optional section, which will be coming for the 30 marks. So in the XLP section is over, which was the chemistry section. Now the section which comes is the biochemistry section, and which is an optional section. You know that it is an optional section because you have to compulsorily attempt 2 sections from the 5 subjects that I have given you before only. So optional subject, this will be coming for 30 marks. So in 30 marks, what all topics are there? So the first topic, which is the introduction to biochemistry or organization of life, importance of water, structure of and function of biomolecules, Here we will be seeing the basic structures of the all the nutrients and what are chemical substances what that are related to the life or the human beings, means what are chemical substances that are related to the life and the functioning of life in the humans and all the animal, plants and the flora and fauna we are having in surrounding us. So these all things will be covered in the biochemistry section. So in the first section, it is written that the amino acids, carbohydrates and its classification, lipids, proteins and nucleic acid, means the basic chemical substances all are listed here only. In the section 1 only we have to only see the introductory part of this all these things and various type of classification that has been given here. So after that we will be in the section 2 we will be seeing the enzyme kinetics, the what all things, the how does the enzyme kinetics or enzyme reactions work will be seen in this section. After that in the section 3, before coming to section 3, I will be telling that in this part you will be able to solve if you do this part in depth and you have a good knowledge of this in the all these topics that are given here, like vitamins, coenzymes, bioenergetics and generation and utilization of ATP, and the most important part of the biochemistry from where the questions of 2 marks will be asked are metabolic pathway and what is their regulation. So regulation is through the ETS, electron transport chain, ETS system, electron transport system, and metabolic pathways includes various. The basic metabolic cycle is glycolysis, tricarboxylic acid cycle, pentose phosphate pathway, then oxidative phosphorylation and gluconeogenesis. How does the carbohydrates and proteins are interconverted in the living body for the utilization and storage of the various nutrients that has been consumed through the food. And after that a lot of information about glycogen and fatty acid metabolism and metabolism of nitrogen containing compounds like nitrogen fixation, amino acids, nucleotides and uric acid cycle, photosynthesis, something about photosynthesis, Calvin cycle and C3C4 mechanism of the photosynthesis. After that there comes the part which is related to the our means laboratory techniques, or that is biochemical separation techniques, which includes ion exchange, size exclusion, affinity chromatography, centrifugation, characterization of biomolecules by electrophoresis, DNA, protein and protein extraction, UV visible fluorescence spectroscopy and mass spectroscopy. That comes under laboratory equipments and how to handle that laboratory equipments and how to determine and how to estimate all things that are being given through various mechanism like chromatography, spectroscopy, and there are a lot of things that are given there. After there comes the molecular some introductory to the cell structure and their organelles, like chemical substances that are involved in biological membranes. How does action potential helps in the transport of the ions through membranes, and membrane assembly and protein targeting, signal transduction, receptor ligand interaction, hormones and neurotransmitter. So here comes the what are the chemical interactions and chemicals, how the chemicals govern the metabolic activity of a cell or a prokaryote. It can be prokaryotic or eukaryotic. After that in section 5 we will be saying about the DNA. Here you will be saying about the molecular biology and the biotechnology portion. That the portion which will be covering in the section 5 is molecular biology, in which we will be starting with DNA replication, transcription, translation. That is the central dogma of molecular biology. The DNA damage and repair, then biochemical regulation of gene expression, which includes the lac operon model, then recombinant DNA technology and its application in the area, which includes the rDNA technology, which comes under the biotechnology. After there it comes for the polymerase chain reaction and site directed mutagenesis, DNA microarray, next generation sequencing, gene silencing and editing. All these things comes under tools and applications of biotech. And after comes the immune system. How does the immune system of various living organism and humans work, and how it affects the body. So in this we will be seeing first the innate and adaptive. what do you mean what type of immunity which you take from your parents, or how does offspring takes the immunity from their experiences from the various infections. Then cell of the immune system, B cell and T helper cells, we know that B cell T cell activation, then histocompatibility, immunological techniques like immunodiffusion, immunoelectrophoresis, RIA and ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbate assay, flow cryometry, monoclonal antibodies, what are that, and their application, in which there is a very important portion which is known as vaccines. Then afterwards we will be seeing the portion which is known as botany. In botany we will be starting with the plant systematics, where we will learn about the nomenclature, history and plant taxonomy. How does the classification of plant kingdom has been done? Who is the father of the plant kingdom? We will be seeing then classification of plant, APG system of plant classification, phylogenetics. How does the through the evolution of the species have been takes place through the genetics, and how the plants have been evolved to their from simpler version like algae to the most modern and most advanced types of plants which is known as angiosperms. We are gonna see such things. Then there comes the molecular taxonomy and DNA barcoding, and centers for plant taxonomy and herbaria in India. Basically I want to say in briefly that this all portions is somewhat related to your NCERT portion only, but uh, apart from NCERT, this wants some kind of depth from your side. You have to use various kinds of references books for this particular examination, so we will be releasing that video very soon. So let's start with your section 2 only, that plant anatomy. So anatomy of various parts of a plant, and what are their reproductive systems, and how does the growth of the plants, of what kind of cell division and differentiation systems are there, like primary, secondary, meristems. Then there comes the section 3, which includes the plant development only. We will be seeing the model of floral organ patterning, then life cycle of an angiosperm, development of male and female gametophyte, means that there how the reproductive systems of the male and female gametophyte occurs inside the flower, because the angiosperms are the fully fledged flowers that are having the fully developed type of reproduction system, and pollination, through pollination the pollen grains are uh, transported through the various types of pollination that we have been seeing. Then what do you mean by double fertilization, seed development, xylem, phloem, cell differentiation, photomorphogenesis, phytochrome, cytochrome, phototropin, role of auxin, cytokinin, means what all are plant hormones we will be seeing. After there comes the section 4, which is known as plant physiology and biochemistry. So in this section we will be seeing C3 cam cycles. How does the plant behaves in the absence of light, how it consumes oxygen and produces the energy, but it is less amount of energy. These all things will be covered under C3 and C4 cycles. And where there are likewise we have seen in the biochemistry what all things are happening under a living cell, or a human body, or any eukaryotic, or any bacterial cell. Same thing will be saving under the what all things occur inside the plant cell only. Okay, after that in the section 5 we will be more focusing on the genomics or genetics, like Mendelian inheritance. What are the theories that have been given by the Sir George Mendel, which denoted the modern genetics, and how does the use of Pisum sativum plant has made Mendelian inheritance pattern. After that, what are the modifications, what are the modern theories that clarified the various things that have been given by the Mendel. Afterwards, we will be seeing the plant breeding. What are the plant breeding techniques, principal, hybridization, heterosis, male sterility, genetic maps, which have been which is the main finding by the Sir Hargobind Singh Khurana सर जी, उन्होंने जो बहुत ज्यादा कंट्रीब्यूट किया था जेनेटिक मैप्स के लिए. Afterwards we will be seeing the economic and applied botany. Okay, these are the things which are the most advanced things, and the questions will be asked from these things. After that, plant pathology and ecology and environment. Afterwards, there comes the next topic, which is the also optional subject, which is known as microbiology. There we will be seeing the historical purpose, what is microbiology and what is the role of microorganism in the transformation of organic matter, and how does the theory of spontaneous generation has come. And after that, methods of microbiology, what are laboratory techniques that are used to determine the microbiological activity of various microorganisms, and what all techniques we can use. After comes this section 3, which is microbial taxonomy and diversity, in which we will be seeing the broad classification of bacteria, archaea means eukaryotics and prokaryotic, and yeast and mold, protozoa, viruses and their classification. After that, there comes the prokaryotic cell and their function, and after that there is the microbial growth, how the microbes are grown inside the medium, what are the various phases through which the microorganism grows. After that, control of microorganism, how we will be doing that, disinfection and sterilization, and also assessment of efficacy of autoclave, how do we, which microorganism we do use, and for what kind of what level of destruction is required to get a good efficiency of killing of microorganism in an autoclave, that we are gonna see. After that, microbial metabolism, which includes the same cycles which I have told in the previous sections of the biochemistry, but there is slightly difference, and the approach for learning the cycles and in what capacity we are learning the cycles will be different. After that, we will be studying about the microbial disease and host pathogen interactions. Afterwards, that chemotherapy, antibiotics, microbial genetics and microbial ecology. After that, the portion which will be next optional portion is that animal diversity, evolution, genetics, because as we have seen the botany part, same is the zoology part in the animal part only. How does the simplest of microorganism have been transformed to the complex and most intelligent type of I think in the kingdom the Animalia, we are the most advanced and most intelligent species that we have, that is known as Homo sapiens, and how their evolution has been done, Darwin theories of evolution, how does natural selection and adaptation of species occurs, and afterwards we will be seeing the basics of genetics. And after that, what all the in the zoology or animal kingdom, what is the biochemistry and molecular biology, what all chemicals have been identified, and what the mechanism they follow inside the human body or any animal cell. And then we will be understanding the biology of cell and gene expression in eukaryotics, that is the molecular biology of, or the central dogma of molecular biology. Then animal anatomy and physiology, means that the various parts, muscular system, digestive system, nervous system of the animals or the species that are coming under the kingdom animal. Then parasitology and immunology. Afterwards, development biology, in which we will be seeing the gametogenesis of the various gametophytes, or the sperm or the egg from the various different kinds of sexes that are involved in the biology. Then embryonic development, cellular differentiation, organogenesis, metamorphosis, that is the very most interesting part we are gonna learn, and from which the questions will be coming. Then ecology, the ecosystem, and how does the animals behave in the environment, that we are able to see. Then there comes the most important portion. So the food technology section, the first section in the food technology section is that food chemistry and nutrition. So in briefly or in simple language, you can say the syllabus is of the human nutrition only. So here we will be starting with the basic structure of the chemical structure, which is known as carbohydrates. So we will be seeing the structural and functional properties of mono, oligo, polysaccharides, including the complex starch, cellulose, pectic substances, dietary fiber, and what all properties that are important in the food part, meaning in what is the part which is essential, and what all changes that are essential in the chemical changes that are essential in the foods only, like gelatinization of starch in rice, retrogradation of starch in the case of bread and bakery products. There comes the second, which is the proteins. same thing we have to apply, like changes in the post-mortem, what all changes that happens in the convergence of the muscle to the meat. We know that the if an animal has been killed or has been, I think the killed will be is a not a proper word. The proper word is slaughtering. If the animal has been slaughtered, what all changes have been taken place inside the each and every part of the body of the that particular animal, and how the tenderization of muscles takes place, means the muscles are made of the myoglobin protein, which is the very essential, and the same thing comes with the lipids. And after that we will be seeing some things, some kind of food flavors we will be seeing. And after that the concept of nutrition here comes, that essential fatty acid protein efficiency ratio, PER, we say that fat soluble vitamins, role of vitamins in nutrition, cofactors, anti-nutrient, nutraceuticals. And there comes the second part, which is known as the food microbiology. Same thing which we have seen in the microbiology part, in the detail here we'll be seeing with context to the food only. And the various foods will be that the fermented food, beverages, curd, yogurt, cheese, pickles, soya sauce, sauerkraut, idli, dosa, vinegar, alcoholic beverages, and sausage. Then the next portion is the food process products technology, sorry. So the processing principle includes the thermal processing, chilling, freezing, water things. And after that, here we will be seeing various types of products. The products which we will be seeing will be, the first one is the cereal processing and products. After that, the second is the oil processing, what are various technologies and what all steps are involved in the processing. Then there comes is the fruit and vegetable, or the post harvest processing of food and fruits and vegetables. Then after that we will be seeing the where it is the there then we will be seeing milk and milk products processing, what all things are involved, and how the quality of the products has been maintained, and what are the principles of HACCP, how we have been in how the principles of HACCP is applied in the food industry, and food standards and quality maintenance. So after the thing comes that the food engineering. After food products technology, the section which come, it is the food engineering, in which we will be first seeing the mass and energy balance and momentum transfer. After that we will be seeing the basic concepts of heat transfer. Then we will be seeing the mechanical operations that are taking place in the food industry. After that, evaporation of liquid foods, drying of solids, spray drying, freeze drying, various mass transfer operations, psychrometric humidification, dehumidification operations. After that, the portion gets over. So I hope we have covered all the thing in the brief, because we don't want it to be the video that much lengthy, but we have covered almost in 32 minutes. In this 32 35 minutes we have covered almost all the topics that are going to be asked, and what is the pattern of examination. If you want to anything which have been related to GATE examination, please download our application from the Play Store, which link we will be getting in the description box. So you will be getting, and you will be getting the dedicated sets of MCQs that you can attempt from our app. And also soon we are planning to launch our own course on the application, so stay alert. Within few weeks we will be launching our course, which will include various ebooks and previous year questions, previous year paper solutions with details. So soon we will update about the course, and what all details I will be giving through a dedicated video. And after that you should download our application from the description box. And after that also, if you liked our video, so like, share, and also all the links of our social media handles have been given in the description box. In the Play Store app, from Play Store you can download our app, and also like this video and share with your all friends who are preparing for the GATE Life Sciences examination. Soon we will be updating about our course. Also, if you like the video, share and do a comment about your doubts and what all things you want from us. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.